Hey everybody, Nick from Fit for Life Consultants here with another online article discussion video. This one is a bit controversial for me. Based on my opinion, it was found on Yahoo, the movie section out of all. For the title is For Biggest Loser Trainer, Diet Trumps Exercise and Weight Loss. Okay, so to start off, I really don't like the title. Yes, more and more is coming out that diet does trump exercise in the sense of weight loss because it's so easy to cut back compared to having to work out to burn the same amount of calories. But, man, it's just, I really don't, for being a trainer, I don't know what his background is. I'm gonna look that up. But, his name's Bob Harper. He's from the weight loss show, The Biggest Loser. That is a very controlled environment. I haven't watched the show per se, and they shed so much weight in so little time. They really have to be controlled in every aspect, and a lot of people can't afford that. And they really give an idea to people, normal people, that, they have lives out of, just going there and a boot camp and losing weight and doing all this crazy stuff. No, you got to do it little by little because you have so many other things taking control of your life. So, right by there, I understand it's very true. Diet is and nutrition is the best way to lose weight in the sense of if you really are looking at it as in losing weight. Now, are you losing the right type of weight? Probably not. If you're not incorporating exercise, you're probably going to be losing a good amount of muscle tissue with fat because if you're not using your muscles and you're just sedentary and not being active and going in a caloric deficit, your body does use muscle mass. It breaks it down just like fat. Everybody thinks they lose fat when they lose weight. No. The reason is the body just goes into that starvation mode because you are technically starving it depending how much you go on caloric deficit, and your body is trying to become efficient. Muscle mass burns, weighs more. It burns more calories in the sense of it's more, the more muscle mass you have, the more calories you burn. So obviously you're gonna want to have uh, less daily calories burned in a sense. I can go on into that more, but I really want to make this not too long. But that's the first problem. But I went on to read it, and I implore you, please read it. You know, give me your opinions. I really want to hear what people think. But I just think it wasn't presented very well. He says all about diet. He's a 48-year-old guy. I'm gonna look up what his credentials are because I would really like to know if he just took a class and a certification or something, or did he go to school? Because later on, an exercise physiologist, which is what I am, goes on and it gives a little better explanation. And even though he agrees with him to an extent, he gives the full background to explaining why exercise is still important. So he has a whole bunch of books, DVD workouts, and that's great. He works with excessive, morbidly obese people, over 100 pounds overweight of their natural weight, and it's true. I think, as he says, people should be healthy, but people that are overweight, they're like, I just want to be skinny. But what I'm trying to push here is health and fitness. Some people, not everybody. Now, there's some people that can be overweight, not too overweight, but have a little extra, not have a six pack and all that, and still be in good health conditions. You don't have to have a six pack to be in impeccable shape. Health wise, blood pressure, cholesterol, among other things, and being able to do daily tasks. So here we go. Obviously, he has exercise books. That makes sense. Also, right here, he says he's a fan of CrossFit. I am not a fan of CrossFit. A lot of us in the exercise physiology world are not a fan of CrossFit. It's a very tough, and especially making people that are more overweight by so much, no fitness background going into that. I just don't agree with that. It causes extra risk of injury. You're doing Olympic style lifts at high repetition, especially CrossFit being in a fad phase as it is. A lot of A lot of places are not really certified. I don't even know. It was, I've read articles. It's very culty to me. Also, the fact that a gymnast coach created it that's not even fit looking himself, that was kind of ridiculed in his own field, and trying to just mix mash a whole bunch of stuff, it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. There's so many things that you can stick to that have worked for years and years, that you can do as in weights, intensity, interval training, but not the combination that it is. But you know what? I'm also not gonna go completely opposite. If you're in good shape, if you're just a little overweight, and you for some reason just like CrossFit, that's all you want to do, all right, then just know your limits. That is the most important thing. Know your limits. It's just, I think, with the male community out of all, there's a very competitive thing there, and it just increases the chance of injury. Here we go. Dr. Mark Kelly, an exercise physiologist of the American Council on Exercise, says that even with supervision, CrossFit can be risky, and the fitness groundwork, if the fitness groundwork isn't in place. Totally makes sense. It's very ballistic training, meaning very, very fast, very quick. You're making your muscles and your body do very hard things. Asking people to move fast through a large range of motion, which Olympic lifts require a good range of motion. Even with coaching, the foundation of stability, mobility, and psychomotor skills has to be laid first. So, as I said, if you're in good shape, if you're fit, if you know your stuff, and you want to try CrossFit, go ahead. But for people that, really shouldn't be starting out with that, I do not agree with that. But then again, that's just my opinion. As I said, Kelly agrees that the main factor is diet to lower weight. But exercise, he adds, allows the lower weight to stick. Very true. That's what I did. That's what studies have been done, and it shows people that do diet with exercise get the healthy lifestyle habit, which I will talk about in another article that I read, that lifestyle changes are the things that make you lose weight and keep it off. Diets, to me, they don't exist. Diet, you gotta change that word to diet being what you eat to survive. Diet is not something I'm gonna do for 10 days, 30 days to lose a couple of pounds or a lot of pounds and then go back to my normal routine. No, that's not how your body is going to function, or yourself. That's why you go up and down. That's why you yo-yo. And even I did it, so, I was a culprit. But what we learned, lifestyle change, biggest thing, best thing, and that's what I try to push to my clients. Little by little, nothing extreme, and you'll realize, man, if I want to have a piece of cheesecake, you can have it. Just, you gotta be able to make sacrifices, compromises with yourself of what you're willing to give and take. Not having the whole piece, maybe having a couple bites, then having the other couple bites later, or something like that. There's so many opportunities, and differences that you can make to adapt to a healthier lifestyle, but still enjoy the tasty things we love. National Weight Control Registry showed a research study that included people 18 years or older who have lost at least 13.6 kilograms, which is around 30 pounds, of weight and kept it off for at least 1 year. 90% of those in the study exercise regularly. Very key. They're the biggest losers across the nation, Kelly said, and the number one thing they did was exercise on a regular basis, many simply through walking. So there you go, because your body adapts. As I said before, it adapts very easily. It adapts to what you're doing. So if you're being active, it's gonna adapt to that. So you're gonna burn more calories in the long run. It's when you're trying to lose weight, yes, diet is key, nutrition is key. That makes the most of it. Exercise is that extra boost. I don't think people should not do exercise. If you want to go one or the other, obviously diet is the choice, but that's not what I'm trying to promote. I'm trying to promote the combination of both so you can lose it and keep it off. And in the end, he's helping people. I really hope that he really does care about the people. He's done a lot. I'm sure he did. I'm going to look a little bit more into him. But he says he finds what he loves to do. I found what I love to do. This is what I plan to do since I went into college. It's my senior year, and I'm really happy. Even if I'm not, it's going slow, but it's just starting, and I know that the future is bright, and especially since I'm passionate about it, it makes your life better. When you're passionate and you love something that you're doing for work, it really makes it work so much easier, and really, showing that you care about your clients, that and seeing them succeed, it really it fills it fills a good cup of water. It doesn't leave it half empty, it fills it up. So that wraps it up for this article. Sorry for being a little bit too long. I really felt a strong opinion about this. um as I said, the title I don't like. Read it all, so you get a gist of it. It's fairly short article, 5-10 minutes. 5 minutes, you read fast, 5 minutes. Thank you, and have a fit day.